Yes, sir. Back at it, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those deals where I try to teach, God bless, black people how to cut white hair. And here we go. Always start. Always, I just moisten it down, spritz it down just a little, just to keep it in line. Don't wet it. Here we go. Always go which way the swirl or the cowlick goes this way, flow with it that way. Fred is thinning on the top just a little, so don't go crazy up there, right? This is hey, it is what it is. Look at it. Yeah. And you got to know how to do this, right? So find a part, area, go over it again, make it like this, comb it out. Wham, it's ready to go. Now proceed. Since it's thin on the top a little bit already, don't go so hard up here, right? It's a comb over technically. So I'm gonna start over here. Leave the top alone. If it's covering something up, don't cut it. And it's just the theory, it's just that simple. If it's covering something up, don't cut it. Bam, it's not you just gotta understand it. You know, you cannot put a guard on this. There's no way in your mind that you can think, let me put a guard on this and get this done. No, I'm a little awkward because I'm trying to have you see it while I'm cutting, but normally I'll be right on the side, literally right here doing it. But I'm staying to the side just a little so I can let the world see what's going on. This is called scissor over comb, and you have to master this to cut this type of hair. There's no way you can put a guard on this. So get used to it. Be careful with the cowlick area back here, because once hair gets so short around here, it starts sticking straight up and straight out. So don't cut it so short in the crown area. Be careful back there. But eventually we are gonna go to the clipper, but we cannot do the clipper at this point. So scissor over comb, that's all you can do. And it's always from top to bottom technique.
Yeah, it got a little bit long this time.
Yeah, but it's fine. That's how I like it. Come on in, bam. Yep, y'all. So it's one of those situations where this cut is gonna be very common, you know. So don't go so hard on it to where you think it's like a ball fade or something like that. Now here we go. It's called, I don't like, well, no, I can't use a flat top comb. I'm an all-purpose comb guy. You know, this is the comb that they taught in barbering school. They did have a flat top comb, but everything got its place. And me right here, I'm thinking this is still an all-purpose comb area. You can handle the all-purpose comb like you need to. Always top to bottom. I haven't been down here yet over the ear. Everything's still up here. See how you can see the cut much quicker? Still haven't went up too low. Wow. Yep, look at this. Top to bottom technique. And it works, y'all. Been cutting hair since 1983 or something like that. I started in the 3rd grade. And I cut my first head of hair besides my own, because I was cutting my own hair in the 3rd grade. And in the 6th grade, I said, Rocky, let me cut your hair. And he said, yeah, of course. And never quit. I've been cutting hair that long, man. Crazy. True story. Cutting in basements, garages, bathrooms, you know, just the normal coming through, wanting to be a barber. So technically I wanted to be a barber when I was in 6th grade. Oh yeah. Now I'm going down where you normally would make a hard line. I see barbers getting the edgers and just making a hard line right there. I see the barbers getting that and just saying, oh, this, nah, man. Now you can put the guard in this area. You can. Always go the direction the hair is going. You know, the hair is going back like this, swinging. You swing up like this. Over the ear, hold the ear down, just using this part right here. I think people make cutting hair a little bit harder than it really needs to be, but it's a thought process. There we go, from top to bottom. Even though I didn't do too much to the top, I still got the theory of doing the top first and then working your way down. This is called a standard man's haircut. I call this is a businessman's haircut. If you're wearing a suit, you're about to go to a power meeting, this is the haircut that you want. You know, this is a money haircut right here. Spritz it down just a little bit more, just to get the frizzies. Wham. Same situation over here, top to bottom. Working this area right here. Here's the reason: you cannot fade from bottom to top and fade hair that you're cutting in the hair that's not done. You know, you got to do the hair that you're fading into first. So it's a top to bottom situation. Don't just be rubbing on the head. I call it, don't be scraping paint off the wall. Sometimes I look at barbers, it look like they scraping paint, just going up in one spot. Listen to the clipper. If it's not cutting no hair, move on. Yeah. Same situation, hold the ear down, using just that side. It's not hard. Just take your time and think about it. Just don't think about running the clipper up and down, up and down. Don't do this. It's not that, it's just flow with it. Learn to flip that comb over, you know? It's very important. Haircut should take about, technically, 10 minutes, 15 at the most. If you use the top to bottom technique, ladies and gentlemen. I know you've been taught in barbering school to cut from bottom to top, but no. You can do a whole head of hair, scissor or clipper over a comb if you really wanted to. But without using a guard, you can. But to me, it takes longer. You know, use what's at your disposal. Whatever makes the cut quicker, more precise and efficient, use it. I like cords. You know, reason being, I'm a magnetic clipper guy. I like to have a magnet. That's why it hits hard. Very heavy and serious clipper here. I hold the Babeless and other clippers. They seem like toys. These are very serious. Damn. Yep, standard man's haircut. Hit it just a little bit more. Not too much. Now, these are called and you're gonna have to use them if you want to get a complete job. These are called thinning shears. Got every other tooth. It's a gap, and what it does is it cuts every other hair. So bring this up, thinning shear it a little bit, pull it down. I think that's the problem I see with a lot of barbers. They're not using thinning shears in this area, and they think that, yeah, man, you gotta get your thinning shears. It really works. Bam. If you're not using thinning shears, you are not doing what you was taught. What can you say, man? thinning shears right in here. See how you see it's heavy right through here? This is what a thinning shear does. It cuts every other hair. Put it right in there. Don't go so hard with it. Right in the middle. One hit. Now look at that. Awesome. See how that blended out? Look at it again. Don't hit in the same spot. Hit it right here. One hit. You see how that blended out? It's called thinning shears. You gotta get used to them. Use them. It really works. I think the new word is called bulk. It takes the bulk out. But yeah, but you understand where I'm coming from. I'm old school trying to figure out what the young folks are talking about. I think they call that bulk. It debulks it. I heard this one guy on the YouTube. He said it debulks it. I said, okay. But very interesting. Love cutting hair, y'all. Been doing my whole life. Dedicated my life to barbering back in the 6th grade. Here we go. Now you see that? You see that sticking up? Call that alfalfa right here. Back in the Little Rascal days. This part right here. If you see it sticking up, go ahead and hit it. This is these. Like I said, get this together, and see how you gotta kind of. It's kind of, what can you say, man? Now, here go to the part where you do the, you hear them bad boys, right? Very serious clipper. It's hit hard. My edgers can cut hair. Very serious clipper. Here we go. Start back here. A little over the ear. Don't go crazy over this ear. I see a lot of barbers, man, they take that line up over the top of the ear. No, especially not with white people, how they wear their hair. Don't take the sideburn up too high. They don't want it up here. Keep it down low. Take it off the ear, right here. I'm bending out the way so you can see it. Use this end of the clipper, right? To do that, watch. Bam, and then you just run it on down here. Look at that. And while you're here at it, get his ears. While you're here, get his ears, so bam. So what I do is, I just swipe over the whole ear just like this and get everything at once. The middle earlobe right here, hit that, wham. And then go inside it for just a little bit like this. Wham. And you got them. It's a lot. Sometimes hair be down here. Same way on this side. Same situation. Cookie cutter. Same thing. He doesn't get a line in the back across the back of his neck. Just taper it out. Standard man's haircut. I call it a business haircut. Same situation. Same thing. Swipe the ear so you get all the hair off of it. Inner side of the earlobe, and do the same thing on every head. I hate to say it like that, but you want to customize it, of course, but you know, so you don't forget about things. The eyebrows, hit the eyebrows. Just one swipe. Open the clipper all the way up. That's if they want it. So always ask them, because some men don't want their eyebrows to be cleaned up. So don't just think about doing it and they don't even want it. So be careful. You don't mind your eyebrows getting done? Swipe. Here we go. Wham. Just once. That's it. Yeah, there's no eyebrow arching going on, right? But just a nice cleanup. And then when you do the eyebrows, don't forget about the nose hair. Always look down if you see any nose hairs hanging out. After the eyebrows, go ahead and do them. How don't? Bam. But let's get that mustache in order. depending on how thick he wants it, don't take it down too low. You know, it's kind of a feel for it. So he is kind of full, so you can leave it full. He's got that high off the lip line mustache that they used to have back in the 40s and the 50s. Keep it. I call it a sergeant mustache. It's kind of on the thin side, and it's very small and slim. Keep it. Same on this side. It's high up off the lip. That's how he rocks it. Keep it like that. That's sharp. Tell him to do this. Do like that.
Okay.
Like that. It's fine. You know, this is important to do normal. Exactly what I just did. You have to tell him to do it. There's no way you're gonna get up underneath there with the clipper and do a good job. All right, now spritz it down one more time. See what you done. See what you done missed. All right. Bam. Nice haircut on this man. Keep what you got. You know, that's the whole thing about people with thinning hair. Don't go crazy up there cutting hair now, right? Gentleman's haircut, y'all. This is it. Top to bottom. Do what I said. Do what I said, right? And you will be quicker. All the above. Yeah, just do. Not saying I know what I'm talking about, but shoot, I've been doing it long enough. Man, it's kind of like second nature. I don't even think about it anymore. I just do it. That's one thing also, y'all. You're gonna get to a point when you're cutting hair where you don't even gotta think about it anymore. You're just gonna do it. So just keep on cutting, keep on dealing with customers. I'm gonna do a tutorial on that, how to deal with customers. Woo! All I can tell anybody, it's quicker to fix it than to argue about it. Meaning this, if somebody come in and say, or you give them the mirror and they say, man, this ain't right, don't argue with them about it, just fix it. It's gonna take you about maybe 10 seconds to fix it. It's gonna take you 30 seconds to argue about it. So just fix it. What I'm doing right now, I'm just getting what I might. This is the part right here also that's kind of critical. You wanna keep the long hair this way, the short hair this way, and find that little gap where it's just one of them things. It's a feel thing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta know when to dismount. I'm always gonna say that. It's a tidbit. You gotta figure out when you say, hey man, you are looking good, go on with your day. Always use a clean paper towel on every patron. I'm gonna give him a clipper shave real quick, just to make him look right. Take down the cape, because there's no reason to keep on cutting, because here it's gonna be down his neck further. Take the cape off so you can get all the way down his neck. It's a waste of time if you don't take the cape down. So when you do this, at the end, go ahead and take the cape down so you can get all the way by this Adam's apple. Because hair's down there. I'm cutting to the side, y'all. I'm learning to stay out the camera. But it's kind of tricky. Get the back of his neck, of course, right? Pull down his shirt a little bit. Get all the way down there. You don't want to see no hair sticking out of his shirt. Cutting here, loosen up your stomach. Man, Yo, that's a big deal. Let me tell y'all something. When you're cutting hair, you know how your stomach is tight? Relax. You'll be, and at the end of the day, you won't be so tired. Relax. Get some customers where you can relax. Sometimes, man, I don't even want picky customers. Oh, no. I'm way past that point in my life. Picky customers, y'all are super cool when I can do you, but I would rather do someone that's not picky. And it's just how it goes. And somebody that trusts you. That's one thing about it. Picky people don't trust you. Yeah, you wanna get people that just trust you. You give them the mirror, they like, man, that's it. Every time you hit it. Fred shape up in back is already naturally high, right? Don't take it up no higher, right? That's why I taper it out and not put a line across the back, because the shape up is already naturally higher up on his head. Well, ladies and gentlemen, God bless. Thanks for tuning in and staying to the end. And I'm gonna try to keep it going. My name is James. I'm at Razor's Edge Elite Barbershop. I'm the owner. 816-965-8225. Come and see me. God bless.